prepare to have your ears tortured. It's From the Front Row with Johnathan T. Rokford. Hot dog.
No, it's bullshit. Some fucking bum-ass Frito-Lay pork rinds. That's why I'm glad our budget has nothing to do with the fucking WPA budget. Fuck. That's some bum-ass shit. What do you mean? What would you expect from a Cowboy fan? Fucking pork rinds? You know how dry that shit is? With some fucking bum-ass Shasta? Oh, hell no. What's up, WPA? It's me, Johnathan T. Rokford, here with another edition of From the Front Row, and I'd like to give a special shout out to my cousin for holding it down last week. As we go on with tag team turmoil, we had some special commentators at the desk tonight. As Desdemona was joined by Lady Assassin and Shepherd Bane, providing commentary since their opponents was too bitch ass to even show up tonight. I said what I said. Now, we had our game changer champion Jermaine Walker in action as he took on the badass Eddie Vendetti, or should we say the God Slayer, because he did, after a long match, defeat Jermaine Walker and take the game changer title. Now, of course, he challenged the Canadian Crazy Canuck next. And that match is still going on, folks. And we will have a update as that match goes on. But let's get into it, folks. The night started off with one of the biggest disappointments in anybody's life that you could ever anticipate. As Martel the Carpenter took on Casper 2779. And if he didn't already have enough disappointments in his life, ladies and gentlemen, he lost to Martel the Carpenter. Let me say that again, folks. He lost to Martel the Carpenter. That has to triple the number of disappointments in his life. But we don't really care. What's that flip? No, I seriously don't think Johnny Rocker will be too traumatized by the fact that Martel beat Casper 2779. Although I'm pretty sure that's about 4,000 now. Now, of course, as always, we don't talk about Bruno, folks. We don't talk about Brunos. No. If you don't have the cojones or the wherewithal to look up on the WPA page to see that there's pinned sheets there for you to know just what you're encountering on a weekly basis, we don't have the wherewithal to even mention your name. So don't comment down below, I didn't see my match. We didn't see your match either. But what we did see was the Wraith taking on the Messiah. And holy shit, it must be snowing somewhere, because the Messiah picked up a win against the Wraith. I know I was shocked as fuck. I mean, does Canadian Day extend to a whole week or something? Shit. But hey, give due where due is due. The Messiah won. I don't know. I really can't talk shit about him on that one. Although he's kind of still dumb for making that bet. Oh, if goons beat you, if you beat the goons, I'll be your bitch. I'll be in service to you for 6 months. It's gonna be a long 6 months for him. A long 6 months. Now our next match saw Crusher LB taking on Jayla Masters. I really don't know what's up with Jayla Masters. I don't know if I can even say he's the toughest SOB in WPA anymore. He keeps suffering loss after loss after loss. I mean, granted, he did get himself earn a shot at the world title, but you lost to the Crusher LB. And granted, he hasn't had that many matches there, but god dang. Sometimes the guy's here, sometimes he's not. Whatever. Now, our next match ended in controversy as Winthrop Percy Alexander IV, God, I hate that fucking name, took on Johnny Rocco, and near the end of the match, we saw Luna jump on the side of the apron, distracting not only the ref, but Johnny Rocco in the same, as he just looked at her like, what the fuck are you doing? This allowed Winthrop to give Johnny Rocco a low blow and pin Johnny Rocco. Needless to say, Johnny Rocco wasn't too happy about that. No. I mean, it happened so quick, Shona couldn't even get out of her seat to help out Johnny Rocco to stop Luna from distracting him, causing the distraction. Now, granted, this is probably because Johnny Rocco handed her Lady Assassin, not Lady Assassin, first, so many people that don't like Luna, I can't even count. The First Lady, the kendo stick. Well, who knows what Johnny Rocco, what action he'll take. He is kind of calculating. Now, our next match, unfortunately, was Cats and Corey taking on Luna in the very next match with Johnny Rocco, Fat Thomas, and Shona Campbell still sitting ringside in Misfit Row. Now, granted, Cats and Corey really didn't need any help because he was able to defeat Luna. But there was always that threat, and Luna was constantly looking over her shoulder, slightly distracted by the fact that Johnny Rocco was just staring a hole through her. I shall live to regret that one. Was that? No, knowing Rocco, he's gonna wait just for the right moment to get her. I mean, I guess she figures there's enough people gunning after her after what she did to the First Lady. And you probably won't even have to worry about Rocco, but I probably would be worried about Rocco. You poked your nose in this business. We shall see what happens with that. Now our next match saw Texas Hates You, Mr. Money in the Bank, who doesn't seem to remember that he has a contract to cash in, up against the Brass Hole, and he was able to pin the Brass Hole and pick up a win. You know, if you probably cashed in your contract, who knows what might happen there? All you gotta do is let the admin know, I want to cash in. Me personally, I think he's scared. I don't think he thinks he can beat Jermaine Walker. I don't blame him, really. I mean, he's probably waiting for somebody else to beat Jermaine Walker and then cash in on an easier opponent. I mean, granted, that would be a bitch ass move, but still. Now, our next match saw Matt Blakely taking on Michael Oliver Nathaniel Everett Young. and not only taking on money, but beating money as he cashed in that ass and picked up a win. You know, I'm telling you, a lot of these OGs, they having a tough time with some of these newcomers. It ain't so easy. It doesn't even matter where they're ranked. They're able to pick up a win here and there. Now, although he was a game changer champion and, as I said, a god killer, badass Eddie Vendetti had no answers for the man nobody. And I mean nobody wants to lose to Kwani Fist, as Kwani Fist was able to pick up the win. God dang. You beat the god and take his game changer title, and then you lose to Kwani Fist. What does that really say about you? I mean, I guess it could have been worse. You could have lost to Martel like Casper. I can't believe he lost that match to Martel. God dang. That shows you how much you really suck. Now, match of the night, in my opinion, and you know, my opinion, what does it really matter? Nobody really pays attention to me, right? We had Fat Thomas taking on the Ronin Shona Campbell in a champ versus champ match. And it's probably like one of the second times we've had the women's international champion taking on one of the other champs. And once again, match went to a draw. I'm going to tell you right now, y'all might want to watch it when y'all go against the winner, the women international champion. Whoever's holding that belt holds their own against whatever champ they go up against. So far, that could change. Anybody can be beat. Now we moved on. And because I guess the bookers really didn't care about it, we had the United States Championship on the line. And it was Big Mel taking on the Super Champion King. Opponent he picked after, getting knocked out of the tag team turmoil. And he defeated him. Once again, retaining his title. I'm starting to think nobody's going to beat him other than the one time he lost it for like a brief moment. I think he lost that on purpose too, by the way. I don't know. I think he likes being the United States champion. He's building up a pretty good streak. Whoever beats him and becomes the next United States champion is going to have a lot to live up to. I'm just saying. Facts are facts, folks. Now, in tag team turmoil, the second round started as we try to narrow down the field. And our first match saw Money, MF, and Mike and Chrysalis taking on the Beast and Crazy Canuck. And Chrysalis was able to pin Crazy Canuck to help his team move on to the next round. That really sucks. I really thought they were going to win that match, but I mean, come on. If you ain't teaming with somebody in your faction, it's kind of hard. But that's the appeal of the tag team turmoil. You got to learn how to work with somebody else that you might not even like. Speaking of liking people, James Altrez and Danny Boy took on Bobby Blaze and the First Lady Alexa Leslie. And Donnie Boy pinned Bobby Blaze. Yeah, the First Lady wasn't too happy about that. But, hey, it is what it is, right? Now, in our next match, we had the Tesseract and South Bronx Savage versus Red Death and the Master, Sean Puff. And Red Death, as he routinely does, carried his team on the victory when he made the Tezzeret tap out to the STF. I'm gonna tell you what, Tezzeret's been doing pretty good, and I hope he keeps doing good because since he lost in tag team turmoil, that means you are now available to defend that title you won there, sir. You're gonna be busy next week. Now, our last tag team turmoil match saw the world champ Jermaine Walker and his partner Johnathan taking on the Darkstalker and the Prince of Crime Delirious. And Jermaine Walker, as the gracious God he is, allowed Johnathan to pin Delirious. And they will be moving on. Folks, we're down to the final 4 teams. They'll be going against each other in the next round. 3rd round, folks, to get to the last 2. To determine who will battle to face the world champ. It's gonna be crazy. Tell you what, though. This week should be interesting. We'll have the TV champ in action next week. And the triple champ, threat champ, in action next week. As they defend their titles. I would not want to be the bookers trying to figure out what matches to make. Although there will be a street fight featuring Luna and the Messiah. Because the God allowed him to be in a street fight. Bro, I ain't never seen such a bitch in my life. That's some bitch ass shit. I'm sorry. That's all I got, folks. Another round to go. But what happens to everybody that lost? I see some number 1 contender matches coming up, folks. Stay tuned for Philip as he tells you who is his pick of the week. Until then, folks, it's the weekend. Where I'm at, what do I have to look forward to? Well, let's see. Travis Tritt. Not really. Yeah, he's in concert. If you haven't seen Thor Love and Thunder, go check it out. Stay away from those fucking pork rinds and catering. I don't give a fuck if it says it's from Frito-Lay. Fuck Frito-Lay. Make sure you hug your loved ones. Tell them you love them. Don't drink and drive, folks. There's Uber, there's Lyft. Call a friend. Speaking of which, pick up that phone and call that friend that might need to hear your voice, because you could be a saving grace, even if you just listen. Sometimes you don't have to say anything. I'm Johnathan T. Rokford. This has been From the Front Row. Deuces. What do you mean, why do I freeze? I know we don't have no fucking freeze frame. Flip. I'm telling you right now. Tomorrow's menu. Breakfast. There's bacon on the menu. Yeah. I don't know. That's shit. What? Yeah, I know. It's stupid. I will call her that when she wins the title. I said what I said. I meant what I said. If she don't like it, WPA. Once again, it is your honor and privilege to be graced by my voice as I divulge to you who in WPA impressed me the most this week. Now, for this pick, I have selected someone I've actually had my eyes on for a while, and while their intelligence can be in question, their reign as a champion cannot be questioned, as they have defeated all oncomers, with the exception of one, but they rectified that situation. I speak, of course, of your United States champion, Big Mel. Time and time and again, he has shown that he is a formidable champion as he takes on whatever is thrown at him and defeats it. Now, while some may question his picks and challenges, you cannot deny that when the administration puts a challenge in front of him, that he does not take them lightly, and he thusly defeats them in true dominant fashion. He will go down possibly as the greatest U.S. champion when all is said and done. Every week the question is, will this opponent be worthy enough to take his title from him? And he answers that question with a resounding no. They don't have what it takes. I dare say that by the time he's done, he could go through off the WPA roster as the U.S. champion. Although I would challenge you, Mel. I would like to see you select tougher opponents when given a chance. But the choice is yours. Seems week after week, the bookers scramble to find someone that may be a worthy opponent for you, and they have been unsuccessful. Congratulations. You did something the first U.S. champion could not do, and that's to defeat, I would say, we could say 99% of the challenges put in front of you. And although you may have failed that tag team turmoil, you turned right around, defended your title, and came out victorious. That deserves to be recognized. You could go on truck and match the record of the WPA champion for longest reign. Set a record that may never be broken. I wish you well. To everyone else, I bid you good day. I said good day.